start with introductions?
Yep. Scott Sutter, Chief of Police.
Brooke Clark, City Treasurer.
Kristen Kenyak, City Clerk.
Tessa Sweeney, Director of Senior Services and Community Engagement.
Dottie, tonight's program director, Lucy.
Gwen Fannin, Office Coordinator at LOC.
Brenda Simon, City Councilor.
Brad Dick, City Councilor.
Pam Howard, Mayor Pro Tem.
Danielle Kusan, Mayor.
Mike Gillinger, City Attorney.
The first item on our agenda is approval of the minutes. We have minutes from the September 23rd, 2024 meeting. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
I make a motion that we approve the minutes.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next item on the agenda, we have no public hearing or special presentation. There's no correspondence for us tonight. And then we have public comment. Anyone wishing to address the board during the meeting will have 3 minutes during this public comment portion. Is there anyone wishing to address the LOC board? Hearing and seeing none, we will move on to our discussion items. And the item is the 2025 Southern Lakes Parks and Recreation Agreement.
Is it on?
Try again.
Is it on? No. Okay. So before you is the 2025 Southern Lakes and Losi Agreement. We kind of just went through and kind of just did the last agreement again to just get us through this year. We're just putting it in front of you to do the to review it and have your thoughts on it. I guess the big changes that we're proposing is for the programming on the LOSI side to include some different stuff that wasn't originally in the last agreement for 2024, and then also the advisory committee that we would create, and then it would make recommendations to the LOSI board for the future. We appreciate Southern Lakes for kind of working with us in this next year to get us through what is going to look like for us for the full year. So we're just kind of going through it and getting your thoughts on it. Ed is here to kind of answer anything for you guys have on Southern Lakes end. But otherwise, it's what you guys want to talk about for it.
Okay, Ed, you want to speak? I know it's hard for you to.
No,
sit
it's
there.
pretty standard. We didn't change much, and before it said that the Southern Lakes board chair would be on the LOSI board, and because the LOSI board is now the city council, we had discussed the possibility of coming up with that committee. We were all happy. We thought it was a great idea, and so we're like, yes, that would be the place for a member of the Southern Lakes Parks and Rec board to be. So that's really the big change. We talked about alternative ways maybe to do that money, but for now, with all the changes and everything, our board felt strongly and was very happy with what they saw happening and just wanted to continue as is for now until you guys get everything, ironed out for a year. It's obviously going into your second year, so many things are easier because it's already done.
Now, with respect to the advisory committee, I know typically when we have advisory committees, it's only for 1 year and for a specific purpose, so I guess I'll defer to our attorney on that topic.
I don't see any issues with it, understanding that that's typically what you do, but in this instance, I don't see any issue with it.
Okay. Brenda, any comments or questions?
No, not at this time. This looks good to me.
Brad?
No, this is a standard, back when I was on Southern Lakes board, this is a standard agreement between LOSI and Southern Lakes, and it takes into account, LOSI, the facility gets used by Southern Lakes, so that's a much better arrangement. Keep more programming in the building.
Pam?
No, it looks great to me. I just had a question under further considerations. The last highlighted sentence in there, the intent of this collaboration is to decrease LOSI's reliance. Is that standard, or was that in there last time?
Where's that at, Pam?
Oh, it's the last one on the page there. See, it says, oh wait, it's the intent it says the intent of this collaboration is to decrease LoCI's reliance on Southern Lakes Parks and Rec funding holistically. Is that standard?
I don't see it.
Oh, see the five, see the middle?
Okay,
Okay, it's right in the middle, the last sentence in the middle.
Because it's in yellow, I would say it would be new. It would be something that we put in there. Yes, so originally our board had discussed, obviously this paring down from the original 19% to 70 to 60 to 50. And we're at 50, we feel good about 50, and we originally discussed perhaps making a 2-year deal where there was some things done this year that would lead towards a new idea. And then our board said, you know what, just the intent of this is to decrease that dependence, but we don't wanna take it away. We don't wanna put anything in right now that says you have to do more this first year to prove for that second year. So we'll just go through another year as is, with the intent being, you know, that we're gonna pare this down over time, but not to put a time schedule on it right now. That's what that was derived from.
Well, that project collaboration is really priceless. You know, the last part of that says you want to do project and event-based collaboration.
We came up with one idea, at least we
That's
thought was
good.
really cool, but we thought we're just gonna let it play out and work on it.
Were there any questions from, or comments from the audience about the Southern Lakes Parks and Rec agreement with the LoCI board?
Do you want me to stand up, or I can do it from here? Because you were saying that you would have, this would be a new board, and that who would be on the board, or is it just the city council in Southern Lakes?
So I think that's something we would still have to discuss, like the LoCI board is still the council based on the resolutions that were passed, but the advisory committee, we would have to determine who would sit on that board.
That's to come.
Okay. Because this is, we're not voting on this today, it's just discussion item,
Okay.
but any ideas on who else you would want on that board?
So we talked about having LoCI members from, City of Fenton, Fenton Township, Linden,
Argentine?
Argentine, employee, and then then it would just be me on there, kind of just directing them, so. But they would all be LoCI members.
And it would be more like a working committee.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
that's
would
perfect.
take ideas from the board or from the public or from wherever and kind of make them into a plan and then bring it back to the board.
Well, I love that, because I think that people that come here needs to, you know, you guys are doing a good job. I'm not saying nothing about that. Wonderful job. I just think that everyone that comes here should have somebody on that board to, you know, plod down or have ideas of what we can actually do other stuff.
Members, you said members, didn't you?
Yeah, LoCI members.
Perfect. Thank you.
And then if that is the idea that we're going to have members on the board, on that advisory committee, I assume there'd be some process of, we can figure out how those people are chosen.
Yep, we'll have to go through that. Then it'll probably go before you guys to approve that advisory committee, once you guys approve this agreement. Probably the next meeting, for the agreement.
Okay. Ray, did you have any comments or questions about the Southern Lakes Parks and Recreation Agreement?
No comments.
All right, anything else that the board, that the LoCI staff needs from us on this item tonight? No, okay. Moving on to, we have no unfinished business. Next item is new business, which is resolution number 3-24, 2025 meeting schedule.
So at this time, we're just proposing the kind of the same schedule, actually it is the same schedule of what you guys are doing now with the 6:30, before the council meetings, if you guys are okay with that, and then it would just be the second meeting of the month, except with the holidays that are asterisked on there.
Okay.
You guys okay with the schedule, I guess?
Any council comments on it? I think think it's been working well, there's really just been maybe one meeting that went a little over.
Yep.
We just know, always 6:30 is when you show up.
I agree.
Okay. So, any comments from the public on the meeting schedule? Hearing and seeing none, is there a motion to approve resolution number 3-24, establishing the regular meeting schedule for 2025?
I'll make the motion.
Support. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is the department update.
Yeah, it doesn't work anyway. The chili cook-off was another sold-out event. We had 8 vendors that supplied chili and/or dessert, provision, one for the chili, and the Vicenia Gardens, one for the dessert. We even had, there was at least about 130 people here for that event. And then next week is our big event, which is the dueling pianos. And there'll be 200 people here, and I have quite a few volunteers helping, different foods that are coming from different places. And it's great to have the support from all the businesses helping us, but then also the support we have from all the volunteers who do an awful lot here. They set up tables, or DPW sets up tables, but the volunteers help serve the food, they help prepare the food, they help, clean up and everything else that they can do. So it's great having them. And then we've also collected quite a few pictures of veterans. We're still looking for some more, but we want to display them in the hallway for dueling pianos, because at some point in dueling pianos, they do a tribute to the veterans. So we think that's be a nice thing for that. And then also in November, we have Corky Knox, who is a Native American, and he is going to be giving a talk on his culture, his time he served in the service, that kind of brings the veteran services and Thanksgiving together. So that'll be a nice thing we have. And then also we've added 2 other social services for our calendar. We're doing massages, and then we're having free hearing tests coming in. But with the holidays coming, it's very busy in December. Some people are very busy with their families, but other people are not, and they're very lonely. So they need a place that they can come to, just to get a smile and a nice conversation. So that's what we're all about.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna switch gears and talk about travel. This month, we had a wonderful trip that was planned to Lansing. We were gonna visit the state capitol, and then we were gonna go on a riverboat ride, and then stop at Horrocks Market. Unfortunately, that trip had to be canceled due to the fact that the riverboat had repairs that needed to be done and wasn't gonna be able to be put back in the water. So our trip had to be canceled, unfortunately. This month, we are trying to work with MTA, Mass Transit Authority out of Flint. It's my understanding we haven't done this since before COVID here at LoC, and we're gonna start that again. Last Friday, we had 3 people go up to the Applewood Lecture Series. We hope to have more in the future to join that, but for the first time, that was great, and everybody enjoyed it. We are gonna offer those monthly to the people here. And we also had on Sunday, our first domestic flight trip to Sedona with the company that we're working with, Premier World Discovery left. There was 5 people traveling. And I'm in contact with one of the travelers, so she's been sending me pictures and updates, and they're having a great time. So that's exciting. And we're happy here to be able to offer different levels of travel. So with the MTA, that's kind of adventures within the Genesee County area, so that's great. And then we have the day trips in Michigan. And then we have the overnight trips by using Bianco. And then we also have the national and international trips that we offer through Premier World Discovery. So really trying to offer a lot of different price points and comfort levels in travel. So just trying to encompass everybody and what their needs are. So that's where we're at.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
And next we have a director update.
So I participated in the Digital Divide Focus Group with other directors from the U of M Flint. They'll be looking to hosting a participant focus group here at LOSI in the coming, or this week possibly. Operation Greenlight, LOSI's gonna participate in, which is Genesee County is doing an initiative throughout the county for show support for the veterans. The date for Operation Greenlight is November 4th through the 11th. Any organization, business, or individual is more than welcome to participate during this initiative. LOSI hosted the Linden Library book sale and it went pretty well from what I heard. Senior Winter Games is coming up and has been finalized. Registration begins for that November 11th. LOSI will be hosting the pickleball competition, and that'll be at the Linden Multi-Purpose Center at the schools. I also reached out to the library to do possible program collaboration, and just waiting to hear back from them on what we could do to work with them. So,
Thank you. Any questions for our director tonight?
No questions, thank you.
Next, we'll move on to Board of Directors, comments and reports. Brenda, I'll start with you.
Thanks for everything. Boy, it sounds like you guys are doing a great job, and I love the expansion of the travel, the different levels, and, you know, we have different age groups in there, so, it's nice that we can offer that many different things. I appreciate your work, thanks.
Brad?
No comments, just good job.
Pam?
When is Corky speaking?
November 13th, I think it is.
November 13th. You might wanna ask him in the springtime for a nice trip for the LOSI Center. Go to the Sanilac County Petroglyph State Park and have him discuss the petroglyphs and their significance to his culture.
Yeah.
He does a great job with that.
Yeah, I'm very excited to hear.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm gonna be on a trip.
Thank you. Ray, any comments tonight?
Just, I want to compliment the staff for the great job, and I'm hearing nothing but very positive reports, so thank you for all your hard work.
Thanks. And same for me, you know, continue to hear good, positive things from people about the expansion of services and just the care that's shown to people and the respect that's shown to the people that are coming in. And I know a lot more people are coming into LOSI that may have kind of drifted away and are now coming back to it. So I think that's great and a testament to all the wonderful things that you are doing. So still hoping to have some things after 5. So those of us who are still working but are also members can participate.
Right. Well, in regards to that, if I can just say real quick, in March, we're offering a trip on a Sunday. So for people who are still working or they have family members who they would like to have join them, we have a trip, so check that out. So
Where?
we are going to the Detroit Opera House, and there's going to be a concert with a group called Celtic Journey with the Detroit Symphony Orchestra. So yeah, it's gonna be a wonderful show, and it's gonna be on a Sunday.
Great,
Yeah.
thank you. Next item on our agenda, and we have our financial reports. Were there any questions on the financials tonight?
No questions.
And, I don't think we don't necessarily approve them. Have we been?
I think we did last time.
I think we have that.
We did last time.
Yeah, we have.
All right, so is there a motion to approve the financials?
I make a motion, we approve the financial.
Support.
And we have roll call, please?
Dick,
Yes.
Simons,
Yes.
Albert,
Yes,
Tucson,
Yes.
Howden.
Yes,
Motion carries. We had no closed session, and we are adjourned. We will start our council meeting at 7 o'clock. Thank you.